Hello everybody, welcome back to Be Love, Receive Love Tarot. Today is going to be a glorious day for you and myself included. It's my last video before I take a break for the Christmas holidays. I will be back after the new year. Christmas is as Christmas does, and when I come back from the new year, hopefully I'll have some more subscribers, and maybe we'll get on my tarot channel. So, let's keep in mind that energy is fluid. Roles can be reversed if this is a love situation. They are also timeless, so when you get this message is when you're meant to see it. This message will be for the span of the Christmas holidays. I'll be back shortly after Boxing Day. I do believe it'll be the Wednesday I resume. Let me just double check here. I should have this stuff already done before I talk to you guys. Oh no, it'll be the Sunday. Okay, so the 27th. The 27th, which is a Sunday, I will do another video. I'm just taking a break for the week for Christmas. I have family coming, and, well, some of them are staying here. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you feel up to it, but subscribe, please, please, please. It really does help the channel. The more people that subscribe, the more my channel gets recognized, the more it goes up into the search engines, the more people reach it, the more people get the messages that they need to hear. The decks that I've used will be in the description box below, as well as how to reach me if you want to. My email is tictactarot2020@gmail.com. You can reach out for a personal reading, but I will not reach out to you, so beware of scammers. They might try to contact you. Just make sure it's my email, and make sure that it's my face, my voice, whichever the case is. We will work something out. Just making sure everything's working here. Yeah, all right. So, without further ado, let's get on to our piles. We got 1, and a 2, and the number 3. All right. So pick whichever pile resonates for you, and maybe 2 or 3 of them, all of them might resonate. By all means, view them all. If it doesn't resonate, please just leave it and pick a different pile. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. All right. Pile 1. This is your reading. Okay. So, your first card is coming from your heart chakra. It's the victim card. Either you or somebody you know is playing a victim. Now, this doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily a bad thing. The victim card tells a story about the acorn that feels kind of ripped off because they weren't the star of the story between the dragon and the squirrel from in this deck. I don't know if you guys know the trickery, but it's a whole other story. But he feels kind of ripped off because he didn't get to star in it, but it turns out like he gets a display at the museum or something for being the biggest acorn, which is, pretty awesome because he's viewed more often than not. Or viewed more often than just once in a while. So it's really like you might feel like a victim, but maybe it's because there's something better for you coming. And beside that, you have mirror, who or what is triggering you. So maybe you're being triggered to feel like a victim, or maybe you're feeling like somebody's feel triggered by you and becoming a victim. I don't know. 444 might mean something to you. I just saw it on the clock. But just keep that in mind when you're going through this, because right beside that, you have the courage card. Now, with this card, it often talks about the rocks, standing up and taking the brunt force of the waves and still standing strong. No matter how many times it gets hit by the waves. But I also take this as like you are standing in your own way of the flow as well, right? Because the flow of the water is crashing up against your hard surface, your inability to change your thought processes or whatever, the victim mentality. So have the courage to let the water flow over you. Have courage to let life flow through as it should. Everything happens for a reason. So whatever that reason is for you, make sure that you don't come at it from a victim mentality. What is meant to be yours will not pass you by. Okay? Now you have a new moon in Taurus. So Taurus might mean something to you, but I don't generally take it. But prosperity lies ahead. So this talks about, like, you might feel like things aren't going your way, but they are coming in full force. They are, if you have the courage to get out of that victim mentality and start thinking positively about things, there's prosperity ahead for you. Whether that's in finances, maybe, you feel like you've been ripped off at a job or a job opportunity that you wanted to take on, to, a rejection from a love prospect. And maybe you just need to know that there's something better out there for you, okay? That's what I'm really getting. There's something better out there for you. And then you have the number 4. So again, I saw the 444, and now you have the number card 4 for this, and it's the bunny hop jive. I'll read that for you because I'm not too sure what the thing is from this, and then we'll go from there. Whoever said you had to do it alone, it's tea for 2 time. Friendships, partnerships, even partyships are bounding your way. It's time to join hands and do-si-do with your sisters and bros. Togetherness brings miracles now. So I feel like this card is saying, take a step back from your situation, especially because it's Christmas time. Celebrate. Don't allow, your current ailments kind of get in the way of the happy times, because when you're in a better mind frame, you're more likely to bring miracles your way. So keep in mind that, have the courage to stand up against the waves, but also remember to let what happens naturally. Let the flow happen naturally. Don't be a victim in the situation, A lot of people have a lot going on during Christmas time, so, don't feel victimized, and reach out to people, especially because after that, I just looked at it and you have the wolf card, which is connection. So, wolves run in packs. Go back to your pack. Go back to your family. They'll always, you might not have a family per se, but family is what you make it. Go back to the people that love you, because they are going to help you through this. Whatever this is that you're going through, the number 13 might mean something to you. Some people say it's an unlucky number. I think it's a lucky number personally, but that is up to you to decide. Everybody is different. I'm just gonna assume. Okay, it's an earth card. So earth, and you have Taurus here, so you might have a lot of earth in your chart, or be dealing with an earth sign. Look to your community to see what connects you to your power. Again, so that those 2 cards go hand in hand together, like partnerships, friendships. Look to your community. The wolf reminds us of the importance of connections with our family and friends. They will defend their homes, hunting zones from other wolves. Loyalty, dedication, protectiveness, and selflessness, not selfishness, selflessness in our conduct with loved ones. So, be selfless with your loved ones. They're often depicted as loners, so the lone wolf, but they have a strong sense of who they are as individuals, as well as the role that they play in their community. I don't know why, but wolves are generally monogamous and partner for life, rearing their children together into adulthood. They work together to hunt and use their haunting howl to assemble their pack and to warn each other of the danger at the den. So monogamy is huge for whatever reason in this card. Partner for life, whatever. Maybe you're feeling victimized because you wanted a monogamous relationship and, they just want to play the field. Know that there's something better out there for you, whatever the case is. Or maybe, you're not heeding the advice of your family and friends towards a relationship that's monogamous, that it's not for you. That could be a message for somebody as well. And this talks about adaptability. So maybe you're in a non-monogamous relationship and you need to adapt to that because you're so used to being monogamous. You're used to being a lone wolf, right? Whichever the case, I don't judge either way. This shows us that when you are connected to your own source energy, you are protected from often extreme external circumstances. So, love yourself. Don't play a victim. Stand in your true form and be who you are truly meant to be. If it doesn't sit right, if it doesn't jive with you properly, let it go because there's something better coming your way. And it's funny because you have a bunny here and a wolf here, which is often, prey and predator. So you might be being preyed on, whatever. Don't allow that to happen. Stand your ground. Be firm. Don't be a victim. But it's a lesson. And you have prosperity coming. There's something better coming your way if you will just let it. So that is your message for the Christmas holiday. Rejoice with friends and family. And do not be a victim to circumstance. Stand in your power. Be true to you and don't let anybody tell you how to live your life. I hope to see you in a week. Take care, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that fun stuff. Pile 2, this is your reading. Well. So, if you came here asking a question, I'm just going to first off tell you that the answer to your question is no. Straight up, no. It says, wait, postpone, pause, say no. Now, you have gratitude, which is the brow chakra. It's all about being grateful for what you have, being grateful for the people in your lives. There's a depiction of pregnancy here. That might mean something for somebody. Maybe you're asking if you're pregnant. The answer is no. Or maybe you're asking if you should get pregnant. The answer is no. Wait a bit. Or, be grateful. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, the story talks about writing a letter, so maybe you're looking to write a letter to somebody from your past. The answer is no. This card is just very simple, and I think that the reason being is because you have a new romantic cycle beginning. Now, I'm skipping over one card, but new moon in Libra, so Libra might mean something to you. You might have it in your chart. You might be dealing with a Libra, whatever, or Libra is coming into your life. So, never, ever, ever look back. Forgive, but don't look back. Now, you have the purification card. This talks about, April showers bring May flowers. It's raining out currently, too, so that might mean something for you. But it talks about, after the storm, the flowers bloom. After the storm, something better happens. And to see the beauty in all aspects and not just looking to the past or not just looking at the miserableness of the gray sky, right? And you also have a cloud in here. So you have rain clouds in both of these cards, and there's actually lightning coming out of this one. Lightning strikes. So it's not saying like never. It's saying postpone, wait, just say no for now, because you might be missing out on an opportunity that's coming your way, is what I'm getting. So be slow, be steady. And then you have the number 30, the F word. Now, this is not the F word that you're thinking of. This talks about forgiveness. So forgiveness doesn't mean to allow somebody back into your life. Forgiveness does not mean to allow people to hurt you over and over and over again. Forgiveness is to forgive them so you can move on. So maybe you're thinking, maybe this person, because it's holiday season and everybody's, like, oh, lovey-dovey and feeling giving, and it's the season of giving. Maybe they're asking for forgiveness. Definitely forgive them, but the answer is, if you're asking, are they going to, be good? Probably the answer is no. Probably the answer is take the forgiveness for what it is and move on to other things. And the reason why is because right beside that, you have the mystery, the cat card. Now, there's a mystery behind life as a whole, but definitely, curiosity killed the cat. So maybe they're just looking to catch a glimpse at what's going on in your life because they're jealous, because, they were grateful for what you guys had in the past, but you're in a new romantic cycle. Something else is coming around. You need to let that go. If it's a message coming through, like with the lightning strike, it's often like a message. But it's also like a tower moment in a sense. Like they see you doing good and you just need to say no. Sometimes it's good to stand your ground and say no. So we'll read the cat card and the forgiveness. First, we'll do forgiveness, or the F word. Nobody likes the F word, but the dude sees forgiveness through a different pair of glasses. He knows that everything is going to turn out fine in the end, and that holding on to negativity and old wounds is just postponing the inevitable. Your success is a done deal. Your bliss is gonna happen. The F word is the place to start. Let it go, forgive, forget, and follow the yellow brick road. So again, saying no to the hurt, saying no to the negativity, stand your ground, forgive whatever situation or people it is, but, let it go. Forgive them and let them go at the same time. You don't need negative energy in your life, whether that be an ex-partner or whether that be a family member that's, driving you insane. Whatever the case is, let it go, because there's something better for you. And this is the cat, which is a spirit. We can unlock our deepest desires when holding the gentle yet persuasive intentions. When holding gentle yet persuasive intentions. So even though they're domesticated, they still kind of feel wild. So maybe you're dealing with a situation with somebody where, they wanted to settle down with you, or you wanted to settle down with them, but they were still kind of being a back alley cat, an alley cat, like doing their thing. I don't know. Whatever the case is, you need to say no to them. Okay? You have better things. They're territorial and will fight with other cats to defend their home base as well as to mark their territory. So maybe they see you moving on and they're trying to come back in to make sure that they still have their hold on you. So you need to say no to that. You need to be independent and happy, even if you're alone. So whoever you're dealing with, or this could be you, the roles can be switched, so don't ever take it for don't always put yourself in the victim side of things. But either you or this person feels kind of feels like they have some kind of superiority or disregard for you. They are associated with the feminine form as well as witchcraft and magic. So that might mean something to you. They are considered lucky charms, superstitious omens, especially the black cat. They teach you how to tap into your own divinity by owning our own deep sense of self-worth, self-honor, and worship. Honor yourself. Say no to toxic energy. Stand your ground. It's an awful lot about desire. Gently touch, stroke, massage, and whisper into our needs and desires. So maybe this person or you are, maybe it's just a very physical relationship. It's not there's no love in it. It's very physical. It's very, flighty. They come in and out of your life whenever they feel like it because they feel some sense of control or power over you, like they've marked their territory. You need to drop that. You need to be grateful for what you have. You need to be grateful for your independence as a person and walk away from that situation. Say no to them because they are toxic for you. That's what I'm getting for you guys. Okay? So I hope that helped you with your Christmas vacation. Say no to them. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you in a week. Pile 3. This is your read. Well. So. This pile is very much an intense pile, but not so much as like an intense bad. It's more like you came here kind of confused about how you're feeling. Because there's the self-worth. It's your orange chakra. This is your sacral chakra. This is your organs, your sexual organs. But it doesn't necessarily have to do with sex. It's just the birth of new ideas, the birth of a new age, the birth of a new career even. Self-worth. Let's talk about it for a minute. Do you feel worthy of what you want? Do you feel worthy of the money that you desire, the love life that you desire? Do you feel worthy of the friends and family that you have? If not, you need to ask yourself why. This card is all about knowing your self-worth. You are worth more than you may think you are. This talks about loving yourself first and foremost before anybody else comes around. It also talks about, like believing in what you can't see. Just because you don't see, or just because other people don't see what you see, doesn't mean that there isn't somebody out there that will believe you. Your self-worth is your self-worth, and you need to hold on to that tightly because it's all that you really have. And to be honest with you, everybody here on this planet is deserving. The universe did not put people on this planet to feel like they're in hell. You create your own heaven or you create your own hell. It's all up here. So walk through life knowing that you are worthy and the things that you are worthy of will come to you. So that's a message for somebody or all of you. And then beside that, it has trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Now, part of that is, I know you can't really see it, but there's an orange light coming down from the sky, and it's sitting on top of this chair. So, like your birthright kind of idea, right? This chair, your throne, your birthright. And then it says, trust your path. So you're being guided to your birthright. You're being guided to sit on your throne, but you just don't feel worthy of that yet. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do in the future? What did you want to be when you grew up? Kind of idea. That's what this is all about. Trust your path. Know that you are divinely guided, even though it's not all, like smooth sailing and the path kind of juts around and, you kind of lose sight of it a little bit. It's still there. No matter what, it's still there. All you need to do is focus. You need to focus on the things that matter most. You also need to know that you and your loved ones are safe. Now, this is a new moon in Cancer, so Cancer might mean something to you, but this Cancer is all about emotions as well. So, know that whatever you do, that you and yours are safe, but you just need to trust the path that you are on, because no matter what we do, we wind up back where we are supposed to be, no matter what. Now, I've just got the story that came into my head, again, of the Greek god. I don't remember his name, and I still haven't remembered his name. You guys might be able to help me out with it. But he was told by... He wasn't a god, sorry, but he was told by a god that he was going to kill his father and marry his mother. And it was destined, it was fate, it was going to happen. So this guy decided that he wasn't going to have that happen to him. So he leaves home and goes to a city, gets into an altercation with a king or something like that, and ends up killing him and marrying the king's wife, or the queen, or whatever. I'm not sure if it was a king or queen, or just like somebody important, or even if it was somebody important. It's been a while since I read the story about it, but basically, then the god tells him, like, you were adopted, and that was your mother and father, so you just killed your father and married your mother. So know that your path is your path, and the destination, what you're meant to do in this life, you're going to come around to it. It doesn't matter which route you take, you are on the path that you need to be on, and even though you have free will, you will always end up right where you need to be. And that's what that is telling me. So you need to not worry so much about the journey, don't worry so much about the destination, just enjoy the journey that you're on. Because you have the number 38. This also adds up to 11, so it's a wish card. But it's sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. So as long as you go through your path, focus on positivity, know that you are safe, and so are your loved ones, because whatever happens is meant to happen, and it's going to play out the way it needs to, the way your soul contracts were handed to you and you agreed upon. You were supposed to go through that journey. You were supposed to learn that lesson. And if you don't learn that lesson, well, you're going to learn it next to life, So with that being said, a lot of life lessons that people need to learn is how to be happy, how to live in the moment, how to be present now and not looking to the past or hoping for a future. You need to know that, you're not promised tomorrow. And if you live for the past, you're just going to sit and regret. If you try to live for the future, you're just going to be anxious. You need to be present now. You need to let go. I do believe it was one of the Buddhist teachers said that if you sit down and ask yourself, what is this moment right now? What is lacking in this moment right now? If you can think of something that's actually lacking within a split second that you need for this very second of your life, like this exact second and nothing else, you're crazy, because you don't need anything to sit here. You're not lacking anything. You have the air you breathe. You have, the security and safety of your home or wherever you are. you don't need money to be in this moment right now. You know, you don't need anything. You're here, you're present. So you need to live that and find balance. And that is your next card as well. So 30, wow. Okay, so you have a 38 here. Now, I know you can't see it because it's super tiny, but you actually have the number 38 in here. So 38 might be very significant to you, just so you're aware. Keep that in mind. Look up that angel number. But I'm going to read off. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. You have every reason to skip, to hop, and to leap with joy. Optimism is the only reasonable choice because everything else is an illusion. Hope is the only thing that matters because it points to the inevitable. The glass is not half empty, not only half full, but it runneth over. Okay? So, if you look at it from a positive aspect, you will gain positivity. Now, Water Dragon, which is balance, I do believe he is a spirit, but I could be wrong. I am wrong. I'm imagining then he's going to be either fire before we go forward, because they like to mess that up. Yeah. So even though it might be a water sign, and you have a lot of water in your chart, or on this here, like there's water in this card, there's water in this card, I mean, there's snow in that card, which is a sense water. You have a Cancer sign, and I mean, that's obvious, but Water Dragon, so water might be very significant for you. But this is a fire element. The quintessence is optimum growth and expansion is found through maintaining balance in the extremes. So maybe you're going through something that's kind of put you in a very sour mood, or you feel very negative about life as a whole. But this is literally here to tell you, especially when you have two cards that have the exact same number on it from different decks. And I don't mess with my cards. I feel like you were guided to this message for a reason. Whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. You are safe. Okay, so that was a message. The Water Dragon relies on the presence of water to survive. The present moment. I just saw 222, so look into that. Angel number. The Water Dragon urges you to let go of that which does not serve you and seek balance in your life right now rather than dwelling on the past. So I feel whatever you're going through, something in the past has caused you to question your self-worth. Somebody or something in the past has made you question who you are. Know that you need to live life right now, be in the present moment, and your self-worth will come back fully. It's something as simple as changing your subconscious thought to I am happy, not I am miserable. When people ask you, how are you today? Say, I'm good. Even if you don't feel good at that very moment, say I'm good, because your self-conscious mind is going to rewire it and go, you know what? I am good. And you are, because really nobody is destined to be miserable. You make your own happiness. It is like happiness is a choice. Happiness is a thought process. You can see homeless people and they're laughing and grinning and, you know, things are fine and they don't have mental disorder. It's because they're living in the moment. The moment that they are living in right then and there, they're completely fine. They're happy. Okay, so this, in Chinese astrology, the water dragon is said to be capable of soaring to the highest of heights, but also diving deep into the depths of the ocean, allowing them to fully experience all of what the world has to offer. So your highest of highs and your lowest of lows will bring you to that gratitude, to be grateful for every moment, because everything really does happen for a reason, and you'll understand that. So we can see that they teach us that it is okay to seek one extreme in life. However, in order to stay balanced, we must counteract this with the opposite. thus demonstrating a true embodiment of yin and yang energies. So I feel like maybe, you've had some really good times in the past and you're regretting that now because you're having a bad time and you're kind of like, why can't things go back to the way they were? Well, you need to stop asking why can't they be the way they were, because what's gone is gone. And you can only look forward to the future. You need to find balance in the now. You need to be grateful for what you have now. You need to strive for an even higher extreme in the future, but still live now. That's what I'm getting for you guys, big time. You will be happiest when you stop living for the past or the future. Live now. Be present now. Especially because it's the holiday times. This is when the miracles and memories really happen for people. Okay? So I really, really hope that you take this advice because it's very clear to me that you came to this pile for a reason. And I really hope that you guys have a wonderful holiday, and I'll see you next week. Take care.